Hi everyone, welcome to part 4 of how to create your Salesforce career plan. In today's session, we're going to talk about how to be in demand in the job market. Now, this is equally important about whether you are going for that interview and trying to land that job and standing head and shoulders above everybody else, as it is to once you're in that job and finding that you want to be indispensable and you want to show the value of yourself to your employer and be asking for that promotion. So think about the points I'm going to be talking about from those 2 points of view. I can't wait to share this with you today because I think it will really just give you that confidence to go, how do I really make that difference and be chosen for that job? And there's nothing more exciting than somebody choosing you and also saying to you, I really want to give you a promotion. You are amazing. I want to do more. So I want you to visualize that success. That's the first thing. And I'm going to give you all the tips to be able to get there. A 4-part series that we've been running about how to create your Salesforce career plan. We've covered 4 key areas, some of which I'm going to be actually touching on again today. So the first is how to have a confident, ambitious mindset. If you are struggling with confidence, you're relaunching your career and you're feeling a little bit shaky, then definitely you want to be going to watch part 1 to get yourself in that right frame of mind that you can do this, that you can land that job, that you can launch this career successfully. So do that replay if you haven't watched it yet. In part 2, we talked about how and what to learn. So which certifications you would want to focus on in the first 2 years, and also which training might suit you. And I want you to be really clear on the fact that if you are learning Salesforce and it's not quite sinking in and you're not getting it, it might be because the training that you're doing isn't quite right and tailored to your learning style. So I want you to get really clear on your learning style and make sure that you've got the right training to upskill you, because I believe anybody can learn Salesforce if they are taught in the right way. The third part, we talked about which job role might suit you, and that's very much tailored to your personality style to help you think about actually which one would suit me, where would I most feel excited and energized, and so check that out if you're wondering about which job role would suit you. And then today, as I say, we're talking about how to stand out in the marketplace. So let's get cracking on this one. So the first thing is how to have a positive mindset. So as I covered this a little bit in part 1, employers want you to be positive, enthusiastic, engaged, turning up, showing up, and giving it your all, basically. You don't want to be talking negatively about anything. You don't want to be saying you're unsure about anything. You don't want to be begging them for a job because it's the only one that you can get in the market. You want to be showing up and saying why you want this job. You want to be showing up saying what you want to achieve in your Salesforce career. You want to be buzzing and energized. If you are not feeling energized or confident and you can't communicate positively, then please go and watch part 1 and work on that a little bit more. Now, number 2 is about demonstrating your appetite for learning. Go in and tell them about all the learning you've done, what you've invested in learning, both money and time-wise. Tell them about the trailheads and the certifications you've done, which Salesforce Ohana groups you've been to. Just tell them how you've entrenched and how you are a self-motivated person that is keen to learn. They are not going to expect you to know everything, but what they will want to hear is that you know how to learn, that you're not scared of not knowing everything, that you'll use Google, that you'll do additional certifications, and even better, ask them what they'd like you to know if you haven't got it already, and say, right, brilliant, I'm on it. I'm going to do this learning before I start this job. Don't be scared of doing that. Show them that you are keen to learn and advance your knowledge and get new certifications. That is so attractive to somebody. Don't over-egg it though. What you don't want to do is do all these trailheads and certifications and not really understand anything about that product. So don't put yourself in a difficult situation where you've learned everything parrot fashion but not really got to grips with it. So when they ask you a question, you kind of go, oh, much I can't really remember. So learn things well with depth, understand the products, build out those demos, which is something I talked about in part 2. I'm really focusing on the certifications that lend themselves well to what you know well. So go and watch part 2 about which certifications you should be doing to really help you understand how best to prepare for this session, for this particular trait, Now, number 3 is being really clear on your skills, strengths, and attributes. Know how to sell yourself well. Know why this job suits you. So listen to part 3 so you can really sort of sell and say, I'm perfect for this job because of X, Y, Z, My personality traits really lend nicely to themselves. Be clear on what past experience you have that you can bring into this job role, and talk about the value that you can bring. Talk about the value that you've brought to businesses before. Don't just say I did X, Y, Z, but say the business had these types of problems. This is what I did. And this was the value that came from it. Like the business increased its profit or reduced turnover or reduced its admin costs, whatever it is. Think about how you've solved business problems before, because technically that's what a Salesforce professional does. We solve business solutions or business problems with solutions using Salesforce technology. So get really clear on what you can bring to this organization. It does not matter that you are new to Salesforce if this is your first job. What you want to do is really portray to them all the wealth of knowledge and experience that you can bring alongside your Salesforce skills, because that will land you the job. I guarantee it. From all the Salesforce professionals we've helped at Supermums land jobs, that is absolutely the one that will help. Now, the next few tips, I'm actually leaning in on the Salesforce values, because you want to replicate the Salesforce values in how you work. Salesforce stands by its values so strongly, and that is what's made the brand successful. They have never faltered in any sort of financial recession. They've continued to grow year on year, revenue-wise, customer-wise. They blaze a trail for how somebody should be operating and how a brand operates. You as a Salesforce professional should stand behind those brands and adopt those values for yourself. So the first value that I'm going to talk about is about building trust. You want to come across as that confident individual that people can trust. So I want you to think about how you can emanate that. One is about having that positive, confident mindset. The second is about demonstrating your skills and attributes. You want to pitch yourself properly to people. You want to have your elevator pitch, where you can communicate very clearly why people should trust you as a Salesforce professional. So work on that elevator pitch where you say, I'm Heather Black. My previous background was business coaching for 10 years. I then implemented Salesforce for an organization, absolutely loved it, invested this much time and money in training myself up, and I'm passionate about helping other nonprofits implement Salesforce to improve their fundraising or improve their impact, measure their impact effectively. So get that elevator pitch really clear so you can build trust quickly with people you're going to be working with. The next value that Salesforce talk about is customer success. And so this lends itself back to that point that I was talking a minute ago about showing value and what you've brought to organizations. So Salesforce talk about customer success in the way of demonstrating the value that you are bringing to an organization. How can you solve the problems? So when you're in a Salesforce interview, you want to be asking them, what are the business problems right now that you want Salesforce to solve? If you are working within an organization, you need to be saying to them, what are the business problems that are the biggest priority that I can potentially solve using Salesforce? Help solve their problems. Ask them what their problems are. Ask them what their priorities are. And then explain to them about how Salesforce could potentially help them solve that. You want to be that solution person. And that leads me quite nicely onto that next value, which is about innovation. Salesforce talk about being innovative, about looking at different products. They're constantly evolving, adding new products to their suite. You want to help solve problems by saying, oh, we could use this product or this third-party app. Be innovative, show how you can be creative and bring solutions to them. So when you have that conversation with that prospective employer or your existing employer, when you're tackling problems, don't obviously entrench in that problem, but help bring solutions to the table and show how you are innovative and creative in your mindset. And then the final one is around giving back. Their value, Salesforce value, is actually equality. But within equality, it is about being open and supporting other people and giving back as part of the same time. So show how you give back to Salesforce Ohana. Talk about how you potentially volunteer, how you share what you've learned on social media. Talk about you attending events and networking and mentoring those that are coming through the network. Talk about how you give back, help others, and how you'll help up-level people in Salesforce technology. Whenever you're working as a Salesforce professional, you are constantly in a position where you are going to be teaching other people about how Salesforce can help them, about how they can train, how they can use it better for themselves. So showing about how you train others in different mediums will really encourage and give, again, generate that trust really with that employer, prospective employer, that you have the ability to share your knowledge with others. That's what you need to do as a Salesforce professional. So I really hope that has given you some top ideas about how you can stand out when you're going for that job opportunity, or if you're pitching for that promotion and you want to feel indispensable by that company. If we can help you at Supermums to train up with new skills, we can help you land that job through our recruitment service, then we'd love to help you. If you're looking to launch your career, we have our admin course. If you're looking to level up your skills, we have our consultancy skills course. And we do help place anybody within any type of job role within the Salesforce recruitment industry, if you're looking for that next job role too. So do reach out to us. You'll find the links in the description below. Good luck with your job opportunities going forward, and we really do hope that this series has helped you sort out your career plan and know which way you're going to go to accelerate your success. Thank you so much for watching the video, and see you soon. Take care. Bye.